show last night. A lot of fun.
Yes.
Well, it wasn't the best.
It was okay.
It was okay.
It was okay. Let's be honest. It was okay.
Yeah, I lost a fan.
Yeah, you probably did. They'll never hear from that guy again.
Yeah. Some guy came up to me before the show and was like, "Hey, I'm from Europe. I came here just to see you." I'm like, "Oh, cool." And then I had an okay set. It was no. I just like, I looked right at him because there wasn't that many people there, and he's just not smiling. I was like, ugh. I'm supposed to gain fans, not lose fans.
Yeah, he went back to wherever he's from. He told everybody, don't go.
No, it's all an illusion. All these American comics, all illusion. Yeah. Some of them don't even perform for the audiences. Some of them are just alone in their living rooms with laugh tracks on TikTok, getting so many fans of the Philippines. It's kidding. Big day, the good old US of A.
Why? What happened?
Well, you know what's funny? You can say that.
Yeah, we could say that every day.
Yeah.
Today, the day you're listening, can you believe what happened today?
I can't believe he got away with it, and he's in the White House.
And oh my God, and the thing that Musk did today.
Oh,
like
man.
I thought he had gone too far before, but today he was beyond the pale.
Beyond the
I think someone should kill him.
No, don't.
Elon Musk is not the president.
Well, depends who you ask.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, man. I think he might be.
He might kind of be.
Yeah.
That sucks. By the time this comes out, he might officially be.
I think he is the president.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. And to that I say, I think more billionaires need more power.
Yeah. I think Warren Buffett should be my boss.
I think Warren Buffett should honestly take my wife.
Yeah.
He could just give me some Berkshire Hathaway stocks and I'll let you have whatever you want in my life.
Richard Branson, whatever you want, buddy.
Yeah.
Come on over, rifle through my cabinets. I got some Della gluten-free vegan mac and cheese.
Now, Richard Branson, Bronson or Branson?
Branson.
He is what I always thought a billionaire looked like.
Yeah.
Private jets, flowing hair, big smile. He's like, just like, hey, let's solve, world of hunger. And, but not now we got the bro billionaires, the broy billies.
I don't know enough about Branson. I got to assume there's some naughty stuff in his history.
Oh, no, come on.
Yeah, a guy who made $1 billion.
On.
But you gotta think that there's a lot of billionaires right now who are like, just barely billionaires who are like, yeah, these other guys are bad.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, we shouldn't let guys get that rich.
Yeah.
You get crazy when you get that rich.
Those guys, when they get that rich, they go to Fiji and they do whatever the hell they want over there. Not me. I stay right here. But, how did I get in this topic?
We were going to ask Richard Branson to buy the podcast.
Yeah. Honestly, we're for sale.
Highest bidder.
But RFK is the Minister of Health.
Okay.
Oh man, he's gonna take everything. There's gonna be no more vaccines. There's gonna be no more sugar. No more fast food.
No more fast.
He might take away the fast food. Yeah. He might take it away. But then again, isn't that against an American's right to have whatever they want?
I don't know. I don't know what the Minister of Health can do.
It's right. Maybe you're right.
Can he tell McDonald's they have to use
grass-fed beef?
Grass-fed beef, and then every burger at McDonald's is like $25.
That'd be sick.
Honestly, if they were like really good,
and you know what?
And they were pumping them out at that volume. I mean,
if RFK makes every McDonald's use grass-fed beef, natural sugars in their sodas, all this stuff that's like that makes it actually it makes it more healthy. Is it wrong to take a date there? At this point, it's a really high-end meal.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a good test. Does she turn up her nose at the grass-fed Wagyu Big Mac?
Yeah, well, I'm sorry if we use all natural organic potatoes and no canola oil, no seed oil. It's actually nice olive oil. Then these are nicely baked fries.
Well, if they start baking fries, I'll burn the building.
What do you mean?
Don't bake a fry. You can't bake a fry. You got to fry a fry.
RFK's going to take the sugar out of the Cokes. That's what he's going to do.
He's going to take the sugar or the corn syrup?
He's going to take the corn syrup. No, he's going to take it's going to be cane sugar now.
I'm fine with that.
With the Mexican Cokes. Yeah. Speaking of which, there's been some ice raids in my neighborhood.
In your neighborhood?
Maybe not be an ice raid, but there was definitely ice spottings.
No shit. What do you mean? What happened?
So there was like on Instagram, people like there was like something going viral around someone's story where they're like, I think it's ice, and there was some guys that they had the icy look.
Yeah.
They had like tactical vests. They had like sunglasses on the head, all like buzz cut white dudes. Some of them were wearing Converse and Vans. Some like it's kind of undercovery, you know. And they were all like outside this laundromat. So
In what, like Eagle Rock?
and Highland Park over here.
Huh.
So there's some ice, and you know what? I actually went there, and I may have told them where to go. But the thing is, where I told them to go, they're not really illegal immigrants. They're just neighbors I don't like. They're actually from the States, but they light fireworks and they're really loud. So I was like, ICE, I mean,
Maybe I support this.
can we just get rid of bad Americans too?
Yeah.
Send them to El Salvador, the MS-13 in their jails.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
I should be able to narc on bad drivers and get them deported.
Yeah, like ask them to like sing the first few lyrics of the Star Spangled Banner. If they can't do it, should they be here?
Sorry.
Should they be here?
Somebody, and that's what's scary is you ask me for my papers.
Excuse me?
I don't have any.
You can have a Zin in your mouth and a Mariner's hat. You with mustard stain in your shirt. That guy, he's fine. He's one of us. He might be more American than all of us here.
That might be.
I think you are. Me, on the other hand, with this, this swarthy looks, but my voice, that would throw them off.
That might throw them off.
Yeah, if they come up to me like, "Excuse me, sir, are you from here?" I'm like, "Me? What? Quite possibly, I couldn't be more from here."
Yeah.
I actually love walking these fine streets with my little dog. And they're like, "Get out of here! We're not locking up gays yet."
Good. I need to get to Los Feliz or Los Feliz.
Do you know where I can find a $6 latte in this town? Ice latte, ice. But
It's crazy that it's already happening in your freaking neighborhood.
it's going to start happening. You know what? Less houses are going to get made. Here's the thing, all right? Americans, to all the people in the country that are like, round them up, get them up. Okay, but when prices start getting really high, and you're like, how come these houses aren't being made? And all these jobs that none of us wants to do are causing slowdowns in our economy. Then who's going to do it?
Yeah.
Who's going to do it?
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I don't think just in general, I think if you're rounding people up, and that's bad. Rounding people up who aren't.
What about criminals?
How often are they rounding up a big old batch of criminals like that? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think they're going for like the easy numbers. That's the thing. They're going for like the easy ones. Like the man hours it takes to like arrest like a gang member who's slanging coke is a lot more than it is some guy who's just running a taco truck.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that sucks. Get the drug dealers out, not the taco guys. Come on.
well, yeah, I guess. But you like your drugs?
That's true. I don't mind the drugs.
I don't think I've done anything drug wise.
Never. Not even like what about like a prescription pill, like a Xanax?
No. No, not an Adderall, not a Xanax.
Percocet? After a surgery or something?
No, I had a T3 after I had my wisdom teeth out.
What's a T3?
Tylenol 3.
I've never even heard of this. Is that the one that has codeine in it?
Yeah, it's like the high end teas, baby, big teas.
Yeah, the good Tylenol, that good Canadian Tylenol. It's pure Canadian Tylenol.
Ooh, tastes like free. I've had. That's it. No, I've done mushrooms once.
Okay,
once.
That's something. One time.
And I smoked weed a couple times.
Couple times.
Not
All
a big
right.
weed, but weed to me is like I don't know. I don't like feeling like I don't know. I'm a control freak. Feeling like out of control is not for me.
Was your mushroom experience good?
Terrible. I flipped out. Absolutely terrible.
What do you mean by flipped out?
I flipped out. I was in a lake house with some friends.
Yeah.
They're all doing shrooms. I tried shrooms. I laughed my ass off for hours. And then I saw someone walking by me and they started skipping frames. They started going, it's almost like they went from here to here to here. I was like, huh. And then I went to bed and then I started hallucinating. And I was like, telling my buddies we're all sleeping in the same room. I was like 18. We're in a lake house, and I was just like, "Hey, I think there's rats underneath the floorboards." And my buddy's like, "Shut up." I'm like, "There's so many rats underneath the floorboards." He's like, "Shut up. There's not. Go to bed. There's no rats." And I'm like, wow. And then I woke up and I was like, kind of like feeling okay. I wasn't really hungover.
Yeah.
I later found out that there was no mushrooms. It was just,
They gave you a piece of cake.
they just gave me a piece of cake. They just gave me just.
You just had too much sugar, my friend.
Yeah, I think you had an espresso late. No, there was shrooms, and I flipped out, and then I never did it again.
Never did it
Scared
again.
straight.
Yeah, I
Worked.
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got scared straight.
18.
18.
One time, never again. Do you remember, like, I don't know, having any specific new thoughts, or it was just like, I'm laughing, things are weird, there's rats, I don't like this?
No, I didn't have this like epiphany moment where I was like, when I did shrooms the first time, I just laughed my ass off. I was kind of worried though that I was gonna have this moment where I was like, oh man, my mind is opening up in ways I never thought. And then I just grabbed my buddy, try to kiss him. He's like, whoa, I'm like, oh, whoa. Sorry, man. I thought you were a hot chick and not my friend with a beard wearing a hockey jersey.
Yeah, so you were afraid that the mushrooms would...
Yeah, it's not me. It's the mushrooms. They're like, we haven't done them yet. Oh. Wow. All right. Well, okay. Well, I'm just sorry. I'm just oiling up the gears just in case it happens. And weed a couple times. Nothing really. I never did. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't, but I'll hang.
But he'll hang.
I will hang all night with my high friends. I'll drive. I'm responsible. I'll round my friends up. Like, guys, let's get out of here. We're all laughing a little too loud, a little too long. We've all finished our meals. Let's all go home. And I'm actually a great hang because I'm responsible. I'm a good guy. I'll do a head count. Like, all right, everyone, let's get in my dad's car. Let's get out of here. Come on. Hey, where's Danny? He's puking. Get a bag,
I've got some wet rags in the trunk. I thought this might happen.
Okay, let's go. I'm a responsible guy. I don't know why. Also, you were the opposite. You'd probably be my nightmare. You're probably getting high to your mind, running around with your shirt off.
Yeah, so I'm somewhere in between you and that, but
really,
yeah.
Because
I've been the responsible one on a drug trip where I'm the one who's like, guys, we can't,
right?
We can't leave the key to the rental car here and wander off. Like we gotta we gotta go back for that. I've been that guy.
Didn't you have a story where some cops pulled you over for something? Was that you? I thought you had a story where like you were, and the cops were like local cops in Seattle, like get out of here or something like that. Was that you? No, I'm thinking
not when I was on drugs.
No, I don't know. Whatever. What's new with you? What's happening? What's going on?
I went to Super Bowl.
I just want to say one thing, and this is a little late. Mm-hmm. Nothing. It was the greatest Super Bowl of my lifetime.
In what way?
Because Patrick Mahomes lost, and he lost bad.
He did. He didn't.
And I love it. God, I love it.
It did feel.
I love knowing that he lost
even
bad.
though it was a meaningless in like a larger sense, but it did sort of feel like just one for the good guys.
Yeah,
just for once.
Maybe this year ain't so bad.
Yeah.
Sure, I've had friends that lost their houses, and there's been executive order after executive order, and it kind of our government's crumbling from the inside, and it's being run by a billionaire oligarch.
Yeah.
But Patrick Mahomes lost.
And that was Trump's team he was rooting for. So take that.
And he lost bad, which is it's really it's the lube on the tip. It really helps it go in smooth, really nice. Because if he lost by 5 points, a field goal.
And an all-time classic.
Yeah, went down the wire.
He looked like ass.
Yes, a couple of bad calls, like, it could have went my way. It would have been my way. I don't know how his voice goes. Mm-hmm. Can you do his voice?
Trump?
No.
Patrick Mahomes? Yeah, I think it's like we're doing great things on the football field. That's what Patrick Mahomes.
My wife Brittany.
My wife Brittany.
She loves me.
It was a cover too. I didn't read.
She gave me her nickel package, and I rammed her. I gave her a tush push right down the middle. Like, okay. But to see him lose, and of course, Travis Kelce. Oh, oops. You lost.
Sorry, bud.
Time for you and Taylor to never go back to another game again.
I got nothing again. I got no beef with the Kelceys.
I like one of them for sure.
Jason?
Yeah, Jason. Travis. Remember when Travis Kelce was like, when they won the 2 back-to-back, and he was like, fresh with Taylor, and he had like that nice fade up, and he had like he all lined up, and then the New York Times said the Travis Kelce cut is all the rage with men today. I'm like, it's like black guys' haircuts. Black guys must have been read that. I'd be like, he went to a black barber shop and he got our cut, and now it's like the Kelce.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's crazy.
That is something that white people like to do.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if I know one thing about the whites, they love appropriating black haircuts, especially on vacation.
And black people slang, gay people slang,
drag slang, black slang, Latino slang, all slang.
We also, come on, I'll be honest.
Of course.
We love mayonnaise-based salads.
Yes.
We love saying, well, there you go.
There you go.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
And we love to accuse people of being racist.
Yes.
Personally, one of my favorites.
And, an all-time classic whites move is reminding them that, hey, the Irish were slaves too.
Don't forget.
The Irish were slaves too.
Do you know how the Italians were treated when they came to this country?
I'm sorry. There were signs that said, no Irish. And those signs are like burnt into my head. And I'm never going to live that down.
So that's why we don't have DEI anymore, because the Irish used to be slaves.
But you know what? God bless all the Britneys and all the Cassidys and all the Darlenes and all the white names and all the white chicks out there that are right now in the Bahamas just getting their hair braided.
You think there's someone named Darlene in the Bahamas right now getting her hair braided?
A white chick on vacation?
Darlene? Is she 75?
Okay, well, I don't know. Give me a white name.
Ashley.
Ashley. All the Ashleys, all the Cassidys, all the Britneys, right
Kayleys,
now. All the Kayleys.
Michaelas. Kaylas.
Kylie's.
McKyleys.
Yeah, all the Kylies.
All the Kylies.
Right now, shout out to them in the Bahamas.
All the Micks, all the Ks, all the Kys.
Right now, getting Bahama braids with little beads, doing this, and hearing them clang around me. Like, imagine this is my haircut all the time. And like just dancing to steel drums and being like, wow, I love this culture. And then you come back to America and you're like, I was in Jamaica recently and I just love this hair. I just can't take it off. If you're a white woman and you're in the Bahamas or the Caribbean and you're like, I'm just gonna get braids, there needs to be a law where like, okay, but you shave your head before you come back to the States.
You shave your head
at the airport. It needs to be shaved.
And then I think you have to like do some volunteer hours, maybe.
Yeah, braids off though.
Braids off.
Braids off. Right. You can't just go to your local like inner city basketball court and be like, guys, do you mind if I paint the new lines? And they're like, what the fuck is this white devil bitch with these braids?
Unfortunately, they're a great look for everybody. So I get why they did it. If I were in the Bahamas, I might do it.
No, you wouldn't.
No, I would never. But it'd be funny to do it just for a picture.
But when a white guy gets like a nice lineup taper, it's not really as you can get away with it a little bit. Like, I guess he.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's just it's a haircut.
Yeah, I think he likes Paul Wall, and he's got an Eminem tattoo. It's okay. But if a white girl has like braids, Bahama braids, are like.
Okay, what if a white girl gets a high and tight fade?
Lesbian, then I'm fully for it.
And we support you.
Totally support you.
Love is love.
Love you. I love the Subarus. And I'm a big softball fan. The lesbians really did conquer the Subaru, didn't they?
Yeah,
they really did.
Kind of ubiquitous now.
Yeah, and you know what? It's not even like out of all the cars that lesbian women could have chosen. Gotta admit, It's a really good car.
Great car.
Good mileage. It's
Some of those last forever. They'll go 300,000 miles.
yeah, and you know what? Much like lesbians love, it'll last right to the end. They will not leave each other. No way, no how.
Is that true? Do lesbians?
Oh yeah,
I've heard that they get married fast.
they get married fast and they stick it out.
Okay.
They stick it out.
I suppose. Yeah.
You don't really hear lesbians going like.
I don't hear a lot about lesbian divorce.
You
You're
don't?
right. I don't.
You got to go on ChatGPT and ask. That's what I do. I don't even ask people anymore. I just go on ChatGPT and be like, tell me about lesbians and their love. And let ChatGPT will be like, shouldn't you just talk to actual lesbians? Like, why would I do that? Talk to people?
This is what you're for.
I know.
So I don't have to talk to anybody.
I don't want to get to know people and get to know how they live their lives.
Sounds awful.
I would rather sweeping generalizations from a chatbot. Duh. I want you to pull everything you can from various TV show scripts and Reddit forums and the Instagram posts.
Which I'm sure is really accurate information.
And I want you to tell me the lesbian experience the way you know it, ChatGPT.
Yeah.
And if you don't do it, I'm going to go DeepSeek and they're going to tell me what I really need to know.
Yeah. DeepSeek might try to tell you that gay people don't exist.
Yeah, DeepSeek might tell you like it's a fad. Ask another question.
That's a phase they go through in college.
They don't really like it. They'd rather have penis. Beautiful, beautiful male penis. Continue. Another question, please.
Makes sense.
But I think you never really hear stories about like. I mean, I have lesbian friends. We're in comedy. You never hear stories about like, yeah, cheated on me so many times with other women. You know, that's like a guy thing.
That is, I suppose it probably is. Yeah.
Yeah, but the gays, if gay men out there, I will say, you guys got the cheat code because there are so many gay guys we probably know that have like, it's a little more open than usual.
It does seem to be, yeah.
You got a gay roommate. I'm sure he's kind of like, we're a little open.
They're pretty I think they're monogamous.
I think when you get older, you're monogamous. When you're young, it's
well, yeah. When he was young, he was
dude.
Well, youngish because he came out at like 29.
That's late. 29.
Yeah, but then
did he have girlfriends up until then?
Oh yeah, he lived with a woman for 3 years.
Oh my God! And what is she doing?
She got married. She's doing great.
Wow. What a recovery for both of them.
Yeah.
They're truly happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of fun.
Yeah.
Huh.
But for a while there, he was running through dudes.
Oh my God. Imagine having
it was impressive watching him work.
Oh,
he was a maestro. We would sometimes be like watching a basketball game during the peak of his sort of, we'll call it a slutty phase. We would be like hanging out, like watching a basketball game in the apartment, and he'd like pick up his phone and be like, "Are you here? Okay." And then he'd let a guy in, and they'd go in his room, and then a half hour later, he would be like, "All right, see you later," and usher him out, and then just sit down and be like, "What did I miss?"
Wow. And that guy just blew him?
I'm not asking for specifics.
You don't?
No.
Oh, I'm asking. I give him like I give us a blank piece of paper and a pencil, like sketch it.
Tell me everything.
Everything. Write it right down. Yeah, I mean, I knew comics that would say stuff like in between shows, they just go up to their room and then come back down. I'm like, what? And like, what'd you go do? Grab a bite to eat? Like, I know some guy on Grindr just hit me up, and I said, I got about half an hour if you want to meet up at the Marriott where I'm staying. And he just like blew me, and then I came back down, and then we just finished the show. I'm like, you know what? To be a modern day gay really must be fun. A young, hot, modern day gay.
If you're in a city,
even not, you could be in the country.
I don't know, dude. I think people are pretty nasty towards the.
Yeah, but then it gets naughty.
That's part of the heat.
Yeah, you're like hanging out of the town square, and you're just like they're talking about fixing the roads. You see the pastor over there? Blew me yesterday.
Well, yeah, but just in general, to be young and
the
hot
sheriff ate my ass.
would be good.
Like, what? Sheriff ate my ass.
And that's a rumor we're going to start. The sheriff, he's out there eating boys' asses.
So every small town sheriff in America is eating ass.
Even the LA sheriff.
Maybe.
That guy's eating ass for sure.
Hopefully. No, but like to be a hot, young, modern day gay, especially now with PrEP, boy, you're having a great time.
Seems like PrEP kind of changed the game too.
Oh my God. It's crazy.
PrEP and Grindr really opened up some worlds, I think.
Oh my, it's like, especially if you're like a hot one. God.
Would be nice to be hot, wouldn't it?
I think about it every day. Wouldn't it be nice to be a hot young gay in 2025?
Yeah, I bet you do.
Don't you?
No.
I mean, I don't tell my wife this at all, but I'll tell a friend alone in a garage when on a rainy day. Wouldn't it be great? Imagine I just say it to you over and over. Wouldn't it be great to be gay?
Great? Admit it. Admit it right now on the podcast. It'd be great.
If you don't do it, kiss me. Oh man, actually, you know what? I take it back. I think it'd be great to be hot in no matter who you're into.
That's what I'm saying.
Imagine
to be young and hot would be
at this point right now. Imagine being young. Like imagine 6'2", ripped. You're just a good-looking dude.
You just
tall, dark, and handsome. You've got a good aesthetic on your Instagram where you're like, I don't overpost. I'm not over thirsty. I'll post a picture of a car I like. I'm in Paris. There's a Porsche,
or a dresser that I made by hand,
or like a sunset here and there. Me and some buddies hanging out, a friend's bachelor party. Just enough to tease the women out there or men that you're like, I'm not. I know I'm a good-looking guy, but I don't overdo it. Oh, here's a fun outfit I like. Your DMs, dude. Oh my God.
Would be out of control.
The DMs
would be pretty sick.
Pretty sick. But you know what? I know women that are like, like my co-host, my other podcast, her DMs are just full of guys from Dubai just saying, hey, let me fly you out. Mm-hmm. Please.
If anybody from Dubai wants to fly us out, for the record.
Yeah. To all the hot women out there that've got like 50,000 followers and you're a good-looking woman, in your DMs, in the hidden folder, there's a guy in Dubai saying, let me fly you out. Let me fly you out. All I ask is that you put a bunch of your socks and underwear in a Ziploc bag and just come out here, and then you don't need to do anything. I just need you to give me the bag.
And I got to ask you to take this deal. So I can ask you about it.
Yeah. All I ask, the Dubai guys are like, we're gonna spend time on my yacht. We're gonna go to casinos. We're gonna hang out by the pools. I'm gonna take you out to fine dinners. I just want you to be by my side. All I ask is that you tie me up and rub whatever the contents in that bag in my face, and then you'll be on your way.
God, can you imagine? What a dream. What a dream.
I know. I mean, women right now, that opportunity lurks in your DMs.
Check your requests.
Right now.
Please.
There's an Abu Dhabi prince or a guy who owns about 40 Rolls Royce dealerships that wants to just smell your underwear and fly you out.
At least send him a picture of your feet.
I know. I feel like that's the millennial backup plan.
Selfie pics?
Well, I think every millennial at one point has looked at Zillow and been like, I can't afford to live in this city. Uh-huh. I can't afford groceries, gas prices. And then you got that thing in the back of your head like, just go on the OF and sell feet pics. Mm-hmm. You'll make millions.
Do you think if you... have you ever thought about shaving your feet and giving it a shot?
Shaving?
Yeah, well, because I think we'd have to pretend we have women's feet.
There's no. There's guys that want to see the men's feet.
Are there?
What? Are you kidding me? Have you seen what's out there on the internet?
Okay. I think I might start selling foot pics right now.
There's guys there's people on there that want to see just your hairy feet the way they are. And
hey, sound off in the comments if you want to see these 11 and a half.
Oh, for sure.
I keep them pretty clean.
They don't care. There's guys that want every type of foot.
Okay. Sound off if you don't care if they're clean. Just let me know what kind of foot pics you would pay for, and we can work it out.
There's a guy right now, or a man, or a woman, mostly a guy. Let's face it.
It's going to be a guy.
It's mostly a guy.
Here's a question. Has any woman in the history of the world paid for feet pics?
No, I don't think it's ever been done.
I don't think it's ever been done.
No, I don't think there's ever been a woman in the history of modern day society that's DM demands that just send me pictures of your feet. I don't think it's ever happened.
I don't think it's ever happened.
I don't think I've ever heard a woman utter the phrase, let me see them feet.
Let me see them feet.
Yo, let me see those bottom digits.
Bottom digits.
Yo, let me see those petty fingers.
Petty fingers?
Petty
finger. Petty.
Yeah,
got it.
Not pedophile like the beginning of the episode. But I don't think there's ever been a woman in the history of society that's ever said, I want to see
his feet. Oh, God.
Yeah. In the 80s, women were into butts. He's got, look at the butt on that guy.
You don't think women?
We don't care about butts now.
You don't think women care about butts?
No. No woman's like...
Tell that to my girlfriend. She says my butt's looking firm lately.
But what are they going to do with it?
She's going to... You wouldn't believe what
You're
she's gonna do.
You're
with
gonna
it.
have
Nah.
to draw it. But like, the phrase like, man, he really knows how to fill a pair of jeans.
Yeah. This is just a podcast where we just say things that you've been thinking.
No, I think women in the 80s have said that. Like, really knows how to fill a pair of Jordache. Maybe they mean the front.
Maybe they're talking about dong. Maybe they're talking about dong. This whole time.
Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to say. No one will know.
But hey, to all the women, all the hot women who are listening to the show, because we know you are, check your requests and then let us know. Do you want to see our feet? Do you want to see other feet? Have you ever paid for feet?
Right.
What are you looking at in a man's Jordaches, front or back?
Right. I don't think. No, I don't. I can't imagine a woman saying, "I want to see his feet."
No.
Hairy men's feet. You want to see that? Nails that are yellowed.
Do you have hairy feet and yellowed nails?
No, my feet are so soft, it's insane. I just want to preface this. If you ever
Now
got
I gotta see these feet.
I just want to say something to you.
Yeah.
Any woman that's felt my foot has been utterly offended. I am the inverse of what you think a man's feet is like. I've had women say to me, "Oh my God, have you ever walked?" I have baby-like soft feet. I've had women say my feet are offensively soft.
Yeah, you've got.
And I have a theory why. I don't wear sandals. I don't wear flip-flops. I've only worn socks and sneakers.
That could be.
I'm not a runner.
I bet. Yeah, and you've never worked on a job.
Never
site.
worked on a job site. Never worn a steel-toe boot.
No.
I've only worn sneakers and socks. Even in the house, I wear socks. I've had utterly protected feet for decades. And if a woman felt my feet today, she would be appalled. I had a woman say, like, I can never touch your feet again. It's offensive. And I guarantee if I went to get a pedicure right now, they would gather around and look at it like it's the briefcase in Pulp Fiction.
Let's get you a pedicure, my man.
I'm telling you, all those women, ideally, would be walking around, would be like, one would feel my feet, and they would be like this.
Wow.
And they'd be like,
and then one of them might say tell another one of them might tell a friend, and that friend might say, I gotta see his feet.
yeah. And listen, I could do
You
an
might
act.
become the first person to inspire someone to say, I gotta see that man's feet.
And listen, at this point in this little scenario, I could do an accent, but I'm choosing not to. Okay.
And we're really proud of Eddie's
We're
restraint,
really
aren't we?
proud because you know the accent I was going to do, and I could do it very easily with
He's
this
practiced.
With this,
He's practiced.
Mainly for moving cars in certain parts of town. But they would gather around. All these women would gather around, and they'd be like, "Wow!" And I'd be like,
Go ahead, touch him if you wanna.
"Take off the gloves."
Actually, you should. Yeah, you should be like, looking's free. Touching will cost you.
And then they'd take pictures of my feet, and then I'd be. They'd put me
You
on
could be a small time celebrity around the pedicures.
They
in LA.
put my feet on the wall.
Oh man.
If you felt it right now, you'd be offended. Yeah, we're not there yet, but we'll get there.
Episode 100, we show feet.
I'm telling you, man. If the next time me and you are in a hotel room and we're on the road and the socks are off and I fall asleep, you're allowed to touch them.
Can I do a little tickle? A little tickle?
I'm so ticklish. It's offensive. You know what? We're gonna go in after this. You're gonna ask my wife and say,
Hey,
quick question: how soft are Eddie's feet? She'll be like, "It's ridiculous."
I'm gonna ask a less leading question. I'm gonna walk in and I'm gonna say, Courtney, if I had to ask you to describe Eddie's feet in one word, what would you say?
And she would be like, she would literally just drop whatever she's
Like
holding.
a glass would shatter.
A glass would shatter.
I don't want to talk about it.
She would like, don't touch them. You won't even want to touch your own. Just looking out the window, just have a glass of Chardonnay, just drops in the sink. Why? What did he show you? My wife just was just like, I've never been the same.
Wow.
Yeah.
Bare feet, changing lives.
This is the footasode. I'm sorry. It's the footasode.
It's foot heavy.
Foot heavy. Heavy feet.
Heavy feet.
And they're size 9s, baby.
Size 9.
Size 9s.
Yeah, dude. Size 9, soft. Come on.
I'm 9 and I'm soft. They're like, oh, do you have erectile dysfunction? No, my feet.
Nah.
You have a big soft dong? No, I've got medium-sized feet.
That one's rock hard, tiny.
Yeah. What time are we at? Oh, we got lots of time.
But I saw the Super Bowl at my friend's apartment.
Yeah.
Eddie, did you know that in some apartments in Los Angeles, and probably other places, one of the amenities in this apartment was a bar?
What?
Get this. That does not charge you for drinks.
Wait a second. Like a game room kind of thing? Or like they have like a movie theater thing?
They have on the 41st floor of my friend's building.
In LA?
In LA.
Okay.
There is just kind of a big open room with TVs, a bartender making drinks.
Wow.
Whatever you want.
Really?
I mean, within reason. I think he's kind of limited to, it's not like a
Who's
full
paying
bar.
for this?
Everyone's rent.
What?
Yeah, I just tipped. We just had to tip.
There's a bar in the apartment that is free
Yes.
for one of the hours.
Like 5 to midnight every day.
So he's just sitting there.
Well, that's how I watched the game.
Like a maitre d' in a bathroom in a club or something.
Yeah.
He just stand there.
He's just
and
hanging
people
out.
walk in. You just
It's a big building. I'm guessing there's somebody in there kind of all the time.
is it full?
It was for the Super Bowl.
What? That can't be right.
Yeah.
Is that legal?
I don't know. Shouldn't be, frankly, the way I behaved.
Huh? It's like a cruise ship or something.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, actually, some apartment building. Yeah, because there was a hot tub, there was a pool.
Are you sure you weren't on a cruise ship?
It's possible. I don't remember brushing my
What'd you
teeth.
eat for the old Super Bowl?
That was it was catered by the building. So I had some fried mac and cheese balls. I had some shrimp sliders. I had some jambalaya. Somebody ordered pizza. I brought cheese dip, bread. So I snacked, but I didn't go crazy. But I did have 9 margaritas.
Oh my God, 9?
And that's a conservative.
You're gonna have the gout. 9.
Yeah, it was gnarly.
You're like a white chick with braids in the Bahamas. 9 margaritas. You're like, oh my God, I'm so many margaritas. I'm gonna fuck a local.
I woke up with braids.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Brady bunch. A bunch of braids.
Bunch of braids.
I want to get into a couple news stories if we can.
Okay. Hit me.
Today it happened. So, speaking of the Super Bowl,
Okay.
did you see the Kanye ad?
I have a vague memory of it.
Okay, so the Kanye ad, if people know, is that he was in the dentist chair getting his grill done, and he said something along the lines of, I didn't have enough money to pay for commercials, so I had to put all the money towards his ad. So this is, I get I'm just recording this while I get my grill done, or something along those lines. And then I went to Yeezy.com. And when I watched it, I was like, that's an odd ad. I went to Yeezy.com, and it was just a bunch of shoes, shirts, hoodies, a lot of basics. Okay. And then Kanye did an old switcheroo, and then the website just had one white tee with a swastika on it.
Yeah.
This is what I love about America. We got every type of person. We even have black, rich, talented Nazis.
Yeah. we got them all.
We got every type of combination you can imagine.
It's a beautiful mosaic.
It really is.
The whole country.
You could be whatever you want. You'd be like, hey, I'm a black man. You could be a Nazi in America. Can I? Of course.
If not here, where?
You think you can do that anywhere? No. In America, you
only
can.
in America.
Well, I'll get shunned by the whole country. You'd be surprised how
You'd
much.
be surprised how many people defend you. Well, it depends. How good were your 2nd through 6th albums?
Yeah, and
'Cause
how
if they were really good, people will find a reason to defend
and how
you.
comfortable are your shoes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how well are they holding up in terms of resale
So
value?
yeah. If you got a decent return on your investment from a pair of shoes on StockX, you can really be whatever you want to be in this country.
frankly, yeah.
Now, Ye, who I was a fan of,
Sure.
we both were.
Sure.
College. I watched a concert of Kanye open for Dilated Peoples.
Wow, that must have been a long time ago.
That was like when he was not even the Backpack Don. That was when the concert was in Toronto, at this venue called Government. It was called Government for some, which is oddly very Canadian because there's a lot of government there.
Yeah, they love the government.
Yeah, but they misspelled government in a weird way. They took out an E and the RMNT. Anyway, they spelled it weird. So I remember lining up. It was Dilated Peoples with Kanye West. This is when he just had a mixtape, Through the Wire. It was just kind of floating around LimeWire and Kazaa. Remember all these things?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Dude, the place was jammed. And he came out with his backpack on and a polo popped chain, Rockefeller chain on. Mm-hmm. Peak Kanye for us as kids.
Yeah.
Came out, did a few songs, did a cover of Tribe Called Quest, Electric Relaxation.
Okay.
Just, my mind was blown.
Yeah.
Then he got off, and then next was Dilated Peoples, and everybody left.
Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Everybody left. I left, and I love Dilated Peoples.
Yeah, you were just there for Kanye. So
the whole place was there for Kanye.
this is 2004, maybe.
Early, I think it was even early. It might have been a little earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it might have been like I don't know. It might be really Through the Wire. When did Through the Wire come out?
I want to say that was like 2002, 2003. But
I think it might have been earlier. Maybe 2000-ish. But so I was there from the beginning. I remember I had a college dropout T-shirt with like the bear on it. Mm-hmm. I went to another concert when I watched him. That was back when he had Diamonds Forever. That song.
Yeah. Late registration tour.
Yeah. And I remember buying that T-shirt, I was thinking like, and now I look on eBay and they're worth like $300. I'm like,
we
fuck
should have
me.
held on
I
to
know.
Kanye stuff.
So we've been fans.
So
I'm
we
a
get
fan.
profit off of the Nazi.
All fan. I
which
know.
makes it okay.
Yeah.
Maybe.
But the fall from grace now is just like, dear
I've never
God.
seen anyone so thoroughly
destroy his own career.
and it's yeah. For what? To what end? To sell Nazi T-shirts?
And there's still parts of me that are kind of like, why did you? I really enjoyed these songs.
Yeah.
Why? So now, him and his wife broke up. It happened today. Did you see that?
I saw that. What did she think he was like before?
To her, I say, what does it take?
Yeah, I guess it's selling Nazi T-shirts is where she draws the line.
I think she's just kind of like, you know what? Maybe it was a merch design. Maybe like you're really letting yourself go as a designer.
Yeah, she was like, I thought you were a visionary. This is just black on white. And I'm looking at this T-shirt. This is, it's a cotton poly blend. You're so much better than that.
I mean, it's not even a good form-fitting shirt either.
The screen printing's a little crooked. It could have been embroidered, maybe.
Is there a back hit at least? And then, you made me strip naked at the Grammys and humiliate myself in this weird degradation, weird way of looking like a sex slave to all your fans in public, and all the racial things you spitted out, and all the hate you've spewed, and all the people you've let down, and everything you've done. But I really can't handle very cheap design.
Yeah, I draw the line at using Gildan blanks.
Yeah.
I've seen enough.
Yeah, when you're using American Apparel blanks and just doing a screen print of a symbol I've seen in the house before.
Yeah.
I really
you didn't even come up with this design.
I can't support this. This can't be my husband.
Maybe she's like, I will not date a plagiarist.
Yeah.
That's not yours.
Yeah, you make me walk around wearing a garbage bag and make me look like a complete sex slave, but I just want some little creativity in here. It's insane. So they're broken. First of all, when I thought when it's so weird when she went naked at the Grammys, for me to feel like, oh my God, she's fully naked, and feel so sorry for someone and feel so bad for it, but also be like, what a bod. I mean, what a bod.
Great.
Truly a great
weird
bod.
And you're kind of seeing it, and you want to believe that like maybe she chose this, maybe she wanted to do this.
Right.
I don't know, maybe.
Right.
Seems weird,
It's
but
so wild.
But if she chose this, then like, yeah, girl, free the nipple, then
Right.
it's different.
Right.
But I don't know.
And when it dropped and she turned around, and there's one paparazzi person or one camera person that was like, "What a reveal!" Have you heard that? It's so funny. Like, wow! Oh my God, Bianca, please let us see the. Oh my God, what a reveal! And then I was like, what are we watching here?
Put that guy in jail.
That's how you know I'm getting old. Is it's just like a woman is like with a beautiful body is fully naked, and I was like, there's a time and a place. Come on! Oh my
This
God!
would have been to like a 13-year-old me. This would have been the coolest thing that's ever happened.
Oh my God!
There's so many horny teenagers.
There's children. There's child singers on that red carpet. God.
Do you think that for someone in the world, that's the first naked fully naked woman they've ever seen?
What do you mean?
Like if you've kind of grown up sheltered, but somehow had access to Grammy red carpet footage, you saw that before you saw porn?
I don't
maybe?
know.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't know. All I know is that she did that, and little Sabrina Carpenter walked by, and she's a bit of a horn dog too, but she must have been like, "Oh my God, I love it." But it was just it brought the boomer out of me. I was like, well, there's a time and a place.
Yeah, come on.
I'm sorry.
It's Sunday evening.
Please.
I'm cooking dinner with my wife.
Someone can't be that naked when they're about to give out a country music album or a best reward or whatever. But after that, I was like, she can't be, there's no way she's well. And now they're divorced. Here comes the book.
Yeah, and girl, go get it.
Go get the money.
Go get that bag.
Get the money.
I can't imagine what kind of horrors you've been enduring.
Oh yeah.
I hope everything next is sick for you.
Yeah, and
she's gonna start dating Elon Musk next.
she just says
he wasn't Nazi enough.
She just dates the head of the Proud Boys. I'm like, what can I say? I have a type.
Yeah. Bad boys. No, they're not. That's not.
No. I just love guys that strategically have hateful messages to the masses. What can I say? I've got a great rack and I love hate.
I have a love-hate relationship with hate and love.
And love. But there is a part of me that's like, she is kind of complicit. But you know what? I will say, Bianca Sensori, if you're listening to this podcast, and I know you are, or
come
watching,
on the podcast.
Put him on the pod.
We can be your first interview.
You can be first interview. I will say, I'm going to miss the outfits. I'm going to miss the garbage bag with the high heels. I'm going to miss the tarp with the glasses and nothing else. I'm going to miss you barefoot walking out of a Louis Vuitton store just wearing a handkerchief. It's sad to see you go, but I mean, you could keep it alive. But without Kanye there thinking that you're being controlled by this guy, it doesn't really hit the same.
No, but we thank you for your service.
You've had a great run. You've been rocking those triple Ds and just running around, just wearing caution tape.
Yeah, you should. And honestly, you should have made Kanye watch 21 Jump Street again.
Yeah,
because that cured his anti-Semitism for like a couple months.
That's true. That's true.
Has anyone tried that? Has anyone tried to sit him down in front of the TV to watch 22 Jump Street?
Yeah. But here's the
Super Bad?
Super Bad. Or even just an episode of Curb.
Yeah. Oh man, get Kanye on Curb.
Yeah, I think
that'll keep him busy also for like a couple weeks at least.
Say what you will about Kanye. Yes, he's a hateful guy. Yes, he's pushing racial epitaphs, and yes, he's creating division and creating and stirring up hate in our society. But all you need to cure this guy is an episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm. And he's going to be like, the Jews are great.
Wrong, yeah.
The Jews are great. This is great.
I want to have dinner with Larry David. That's what he'll be saying.
Yeah, I want to yuck it up with you, Larry. And then he'll be like, what am I doing? I can't hate these people. They're awesome.
Yeah.
They're awesome.
Did you see, I saw a funny thing on Twitter. One of his tweets that was very nasty. I don't remember what it said. Something about Jewish people being goblins or whatever. And
that's what he said.
Something like that.
Goblins?
I don't know.
What the fuck?
Oops, maybe I did a racism. Anyways, Harry Potter.
Yeah.
But his profile picture was a square, and then so underneath this, a reply from Father John Misty was I have this like hateful anti-Semitic thing, and Father John Misty's reply was, "How'd you get your profile picture to be a square?"
That's funny.
Yeah.
You know what's gonna happen if you really, Kanye. Listen, I don't.
Kanye, come on. No, I'm not gonna say that. Kanye, no. He's not coming on the pod.
Imagine this. Imagine Kanye West and Antonio Brown have a podcast together. That would break the internet. That'd be
It
insane.
would jump to the top of the charts immediate. Honestly, why doesn't he just do a podcast? Why hasn't he done a podcast?
Yeah, you know, he's got the equipment.
If he can get himself at the dentist's office on the Super Bowl, I think he could manage to get
Him and Antonio Brown having a podcast would be utter chaos.
that would be insane.
No guests.
Yeah.
Them just sitting across from each
Top
other.
10 aliens, go.
Favorite white people I want to shoot in the head. Like, oh my God. Dear God.
Weirdest things you've had up your ass.
Yo, all right, we're going to listen to a Hitler speech and just bob our heads if that's cool. Like, oh my God. Like, and you know what? There's still going to be guys out there being like, it hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just love
You guys don't understand the levels he's working on.
You guys don't get it, man.
He's playing 4D chess.
I mean, the close hit. I mean, there is a groove to it. It does hit. Mm-hmm. There's always gonna be those apologists, but him and dude, I'm telling you, that might be the next wave of podcasting because we're seeing all the waves of podcasting. When I started podcasting back in 2014, it wasn't even. It was just some comedians and people that just knew how to upload stuff.
Yeah.
Then the comedians got on board. Mm-hmm. Then there became a wave of like just hot chicks or just hot people.
Yeah.
Talking about dating, relationships, whatever. Then the athletes.
And then the celebrities who used to be on TV.
Yes, the Jeremy Pivens of the world. And I don't think he has one, but like people like that. Now you got athletes' wives. LeBron's wife's got a podcast.
LeBron's wife, right. Jason Kelsey's wife.
So the canceled people that got canceled or,
People who got canceled, that's the next wave of podcasts.
Yeah, like
right?
Army Hammer has
Hammer's got a podcast.
And it sounds shit, by the way. I don't think he uses mics. I think
it does look very poorly produced.
He just talks into
and
a
they're
camera.
Just sitting across from each other. One person's on a futon and he's in like an office chair and he's asking his mom, like, so did you never love me?
Yeah. Is that what the podcast is like?
Kind of, yeah.
Mother, you know I would never eat a woman.
Yeah.
Right?
It seems like he has a strange relationship with his mom.
Mother, I was thinking for a segment we can open mouth kiss. And then you could tell me why I was such a good boy growing up. Is that the Army Hammer podcast?
Basically.
The Army Hammer podcast is just him being like, Mother, you know I'm an innocent man. I should be working in Hollywood. Mother, I was a great Winklevoss, wasn't I?
You know these things I've been accused of are ludicrous.
They're ludicrous accusations, Mother. You know that.
I'm 6'4" and there's 2 of me. Sorry, I'm reading lines again.
Mother, thank you for breastfeeding me till I was 15. But the next wave is going to be full-on crazies.
Yeah.
Going to be celebrity crazies, sitting across from each other, just hashing it out.
Imagine if during the peak of Gary Busey mania.
Dude, during the peak of Charlie Sheen.
The peak of oh my God.
Like a Tiger Blood podcast would be existing right now.
It would be the biggest podcast in the world by now.
If back then, remember how epic that was? How big that was?
He
went on tour.
He was everywhere.
He went on tour and it was like terrible.
You saw it?
No, I know. I knew of it. He had venues that were like 3,000 seat theaters. People were like, "Oh my God, he's gonna come out and he's gonna say the line.
What's he gonna say?"
And it was just, and people thought it was gonna be like stand up or whatever, and it was just terrible. It was just him just sitting there in a chair,
just ranting,
and people were just like,
"Right, I guess we have been encouraging him to act like this,
and it doesn't hit the same." It's an hour. He's just.
I bought the tickets.
What's he gonna say now? Oh, he's taking requests. I guess we're just gonna ask him questions.
Okay, and now he's reenacting.
And I think he had comedians come on and open for him, and he would just do the last 20 minutes.
Like Chris Kattan.
Yeah.
Have you ever done a show with Chris Kattan?
No.
I've heard that he's very nice, is what I've heard.
Of course.
But that he'll like headline at a club. This was, in the 2015, he was doing this a lot. I guess he would headline a club, but he was not. God bless him, was not really a stand-up and kind of knew it. So he would book like 5 or 6 openers. They would all do 15 to 20, and then he would come out and just run around and be all maybe gacked up for like 20 minutes and then leave.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. I know Jeremy Piven, he started doing stand-up. And you know what? The rule of stand-up is if you can't be hilarious, just wear a big hat.
Is he wearing a big hat on
Well,
stage?
you're wearing like a fucking Curious George guy, father hat. What was this guy's name?
Man in the yellow hat.
Man in the yellow. It's just a big hat.
The piv in the yellow hat.
Big hat. But anyway, so that's the next wave of podcasting is going to be the crazies. I call it. I'm calling it.
And so, what do we have to do to get on board?
We have to get famous and get crazy.
Get famous, then get crazy.
But then maybe you have to get crazy, then you get
then
famous.
maybe we can become a little bit famous. How do we go crazy in a famous way?
Yeah, I guess we gotta like maybe do a. But then I don't want to do a crime. I don't want to go to jail.
I know. I was gonna say we could
Yeah.
Luigi Mangione somebody.
No, but then we go to jail, and I wouldn't be good in jail. You wouldn't be good in jail.
No, I wouldn't
actually,
be
you'd be
good.
okay in jail.
I think I'd learn.
You'd be fine.
I'm not a fighter, but I'm sort of big, which I think.
Yeah,
but
you'd
I'm
be
not-
fine.
yeah.
I would be mincemeat.
Yeah.
The moment I walk in there, I'd be like, "Hey, before you guys all like gang up on me, you guys want to hear some funny stories about my upbringing? Just do my act. You guys, I got some funny stories about marriage. Anyone hear marriage? Oh, you guys are all have people on the outside that you care about that you can never see again because you've murdered somebody. Okay. You mind if I run some bits by you guys before you guys rape me?
Yeah.
Before you guys take turns with my mouth, can I just at least just shoot a couple jokes at you guys?
Can I just do a couple bits from my old dating app days?
You got any bits? Speaking of which,
Sure, I got a little bit I've been working on.
please.
I had my therapist one time.
Do you have a therapist currently?
I do,
Oh,
but not my current therapist, but a previous.
how often do you bring me up?
Dude, way too much.
He's like, oh, he's such a good friend to me, and he's really carved out sort of an avenue for us to succeed. And I just hope I don't ever let him down. Is that what you say?
Yeah, it's word for word. You got it.
Oh, that's kind of sweet.
I had a therapist who moved to China to study with monks.
Are you serious? Recently?
This was a few years ago.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying is, boy, that sure sounds like something you make up to get out of ever talking to someone again.
Right. Was it only over Zoom?
No, we were meeting in the office.
Okay.
Yeah, so this was pre-Zoom era. But she was like, yeah, I'm moving to China to study with monks. And I was like, okay, crazy. I guess I'll find a new therapist. So now I'm like, wait a minute. What's next? You sending my dog to the farm?
Right.
So
I guess you can make it like Zoom therapy. I have a therapist. I only met him over Zoom, and then I stopped working with him because he told me in the last session that he's moving to China. She's moving to China to study with monks, which is we could just say I'm moving on, or
Yeah,
well,
you can just say you don't want to talk to me anymore.
you could say I'm bringing you down.
I can take a hint.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I can take a hint. Yeah, and sorry, it's funny that you say I actually need to break up with you because I need to work as a spy.
Yeah. Like I guess now is a good time to tell as any to tell you I actually had a therapist all along. You just never met her because she lives in Canada.
There you go. What is she going to accomplish by working with the monks? Finding herself or Zen?
I think just practicing meditation.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I talked to her again years later. She's back doing therapy in Boston.
Really?
Yeah.
Is she like...
She's very calm. I'll tell you what.
Right.
Very calm. Great therapist,
Very good. Listens.
Yeah.
A lot of
great
listening.
listener.
Like, well, wow. Maybe AI will be your therapist. It'll say exactly what you need to hear. And it'll listen.
I mean,
And
it's already listening.
Now, what if the AI therapist, what if they have AI therapy and they can answer back as your favorite celebrity, Morgan Freeman even?
Wow. And in that moment, I knew you had codependency issues.
I really feel that you as a man don't give yourself enough credit. Your father and mother are very proud. Give them a chance. Communicate. They'll come around.
I want you to write down on a piece of paper. You are not a problem that needs to be solved.
Gratitude is your best friend. Write that down, Brent, and everything you've wanted will miraculously come. You are where you wanted to be 5 years ago. Never forget. Hope is a beautiful thing, Brent.
There might be a market for this.
Hope is some of the best of things. I hope the Pacific is as blue as my dreams. I hope Brent finally gets to headline his home club. I hope I get to shake my friend's hand and give him a hug. I hope. I hope I make it across the border.
Now that
Guantanamo, what was it?
Zihuatanejo.
Zihuatanejo.
I just want to real quick interject because my roommate has been finding out that a lot of people have not seen that movie.
What?
Like people our age. Like he just started texting everyone he knows. More people who are like 30 to 35. Most of them have not. Most of the people he's asked, his boyfriend's never seen it. Our friend Alex has never seen it. His coworker's never seen it. My girlfriend's never seen it.
Sit her down. Sit her, corner her like a sister, like one of the sisters, and force and force her to watch it. You grab the nape of her neck, not neck. Sorry, you grab her collar like you're on the roof tarring the roof.
Some tar,
yeah, and telling the chief that you can like save him some tax money, and then for a couple of suds. Man, I loan that movie so well. I love Shawshank, and I'm not even a big movie guy because I have to be on my phone looking at my Instagram followers. Yeah, right. It's very hard.
You saw Shawshank 100 times from 1995 to 2002 because it was on TV.
Right.
And any given moment that movie was on
My
TV.
favorite movies are whatever TBS allowed me to watch.
Ocean's 11, Shawshank,
Field of Dreams.
Dark Knight Rises.
Titanic. Dark Knight Rises. My man, I'm not three scenes. These are the three scenes that make me cry, no matter what movie. No, sorry, these are three movie scenes that always make me cry. Number one, Shawshank, when he finally leaves the jail and meets up with Andy Dufresne on the beach in Guantanamo. Was it? Zihuatanejo. When he finally, the hope speech, cross the border, shake his hand. And they pan away, tearing, crying. Right when he looks out the bus and goes, I hope the Pacific's as blue as my dreams. I'm like, oh God. Movie number 3, Rudy cries on the bench when he gets a letter from Notre Dame.
Okay.
When he gets accepted to Notre Dame, and he's just like, crying my eyes out. Crying. Not a football fan, not even a Notre Dame fan. Crying.
Okay.
Sean Austin, you made me cry.
Okay.
Field of Dreams. How about a catch, son? Oh, my God. My God. Have I ever played catch with my father? No. Has my dad looked at baseball and said, why would you play that dumb game? You're not going to be a baseball player. And threw my glove out in the yard and on a rainy day? Maybe.
Oh, my God.
Maybe it happened.
Eddie, that was not your fault.
Eddie.
You did not deserve that.
He was an old Italian man and never knew baseball. He just wanted to work to make you have a better life. And now you're podcasting in a beautiful home in Highland Park. Be grateful. Be full of gratitude.
He did the best he could.
He did the best he could, and so are you. Okay. But I'm telling you, go back. I think you should make that into a bit. Like there needs to be AI bots, but you need a voice for the people that you want to. Or something like that.
So, yeah, it's going to be a celebrity.
But I do like the idea of like maybe you're just that'd be kind of funny if you treat it like she's breaking up with you.
Yeah.
And like my therapist stopped working with me because she said that she's going to go to China to study with monks. And to that I say, just say you don't want to talk to me anymore. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm boring. I don't know.
Yeah, just say you hate me.
Yeah, just say I'm boring or something.
I'm the worst client you've ever had.
Oh, no, I need to, sorry, I'm going to go to Marine training. I can't be with you either. Yeah, I can lie too, okay?
Yeah, I got recruited to be in the Space Marines.
So, I'm part of Space Force. Yeah, I'm sorry, I got to go. I'm going to Mars.
I guess things are going really well for both of us.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah.
That's funny. Any movies that make you cry?
Consistently, no.
You probably
I don't think I can't think of any movies that are like guaranteed to make me cry. But Call Me by Your Name made me cry. Joe Dirt, I cried a little bit. At Joe
You're
Dirt.
kidding me.
The first time I saw Joe Dirt, I cried a little bit.
What?
Yeah. Everything Everywhere All at Once. I cried for some of that.
Okay.
Those are the ones in recent memory. Joe Dirt, Joe Dirt, because I really wasn't expecting it to.
I didn't even see
Just
Joe
the
Dirt.
scene where, you've never seen Joe Dirt?
No.
I fucking love Joe Dirt.
Oh, it made you cry?
Yeah, there's a scene where it's Kid Rock.
I'm out of here. No, I can't.
Kid Rock is like, nobody loves you, Joe Dirt. Get out of here.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he thinks everybody. He comes back to his hometown. He thinks everybody wants him to leave.
God.
But there's it's Kid Rock is lying to him because he's trying to fuck his girlfriend, and he's like, Joe, yeah, she said this. Like, get out of here, Joe Dirt. Nobody loves you. And for a second, you really think, does no one love Joe Dirt? What did Joe Dirt
me
do
and you
wrong?
are shouldn't be friends. We're not the same kind of guy. I can't cry during Shawshank Redemption and Feel the Dream, and you can't cry during Joe Dirt, and we both can't be friends.
Yeah, I think this is the end of the podcast.
Well, it's had a good run. Yeah, they say
we
say
got
most
81.
podcasts don't last to episode 50. We proved you're right.
15.
15.
We blew right past that. We've already put out more podcasts than most podcasts ever put out.
Let me run a quick bit by you, and then we're gonna skedaddle. This is an old bit that I was working on once before, and then I was listening to watch some old footage, and I was like, oh, I should bring this back. The Instagram, the algorithm on your phone for social media knows you better than anything on this planet. It's the real you. Like that explore page is who you really are. It's very personal. Like one time I was on the couch with my wife, and I was just on my explore page, just snooping around. And, you know, I love her to death. We were married. We lived together. Been together for a long time. And she's like, what you looking at? Oh, my explore page. She's trying to peek over. I'm like, whoa. We're not there yet. You can't look at this. You'll divorce me.
Yeah.
This is the real me.
Yeah.
You know? So there needs to be like a switch. You need almost like a book that flips a wall for your explore page.
Okay,
There needs to be a
yeah.
boyfriend mode on your explore page.
Okay, yes.
Or a husband mode on your explore page. So when she peeks over, you press the button. She's like, what you looking at? I'm like, I'm looking at puppies and patio furniture.
Puppies, patio furniture, Valentine's Day gift ideas.
Yes, inspirational quotes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then you switch it back, and it goes right back to big butts and Burger King fights.
Big butts. Burger King. Now, I love big butts and Burger King fights. Can I suggest a name for the episode? Big butts and Burger King fights.
Both. I mean, the whole episode was about everything but that. But
Yeah.
but I do like the alliteration of you, and then you switch it, and it goes right back to big butts and Burger King fights.
Big butts and Burger King fights is so funny.
All right.
All right. Yep.
So I think it's there. I think the switch, like you know, like a bookshelf that makes a wall turn, there needs to be a switch for your Instagram for your explore page to turn.
Yeah, and
it's
it'll
just
do
like-
it like that too.
Like whoop, inspirational quotes and patio furniture. Oh, nice. Switch it back. Big butts and Burger King fights. Like, which is such a funny thing to have. Like, it's just like, look at that ass. Look like I get punched out with that Whopper in his hand.
He didn't even drop the Whopper.
Oh my God, they're fighting in the bathroom. Oh my God, she's shaking her ass in the bathroom. It's just like it's really all I really look at. Big butts and Burger King fights. It's a lot. It's a mouthful. Both are.
Both are.
Both are a lot.
That's a Whopper. Which one am I talking about?
Ooh,
Which one?
Big buns. And my last bit is of a dog. I did it last night. I don't know if you heard the dog bit.
Yeah, this is.
I try to make it work where I go, the dog. How do I set it up right? Well, my dog basically dictate. Like, my dog will tell me to go to bed. I'll be sitting on the couch and I'll be like, and then I'll go to bed.
Yeah.
And then the punchline is that the whole thing is that it runs my life. I do what it says. I'm afraid that one day I'll have to put him down, and then the vet will be like, one of the last words. I'll go up to my dog and I'm like, I love you, buddy, and he's going, and I'll tell the vet, all right, put us both down, kill us both, put the needle in my neck.
Yeah. Yeah. How do you set that up? Maybe something like
I got to be quicker with it.
at the beginning. It's like, something like it's like, oh, you going to bed? Oh, I guess we're going to bed.
Right. I mean, I can make it.
He's got to be put down, and I guess we're getting put down.
Yeah, I guess we're getting put down. Like, oh my God, you're gonna have to put him down, and then he's gonna. Oh, I guess I had to put us both down. Anyway, had a good time. Did you have a good time?
Great time.
Thank you for being part of this episode of Oh Hell Yeah. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, all that stuff. Also, tour dates, April 10th. April 10th, we're going to be in Seattle. May 29th, we're going to be in Dallas, Texas. Links to that in the description of this episode. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.